Today we talk about variable defaults, not how to set them, not how to pass them, but what they mean to Terraform. Defaults are not convenience, they are identity decisions. Before Terraform plans resources, it resolves values. Every variable must answer one question: is this value known? Most people never ask this. If a value is known, it can shape identity. If a value is unknown, identity becomes deferred. Defaults exist to prevent that deferral. Here is a variable with no default. Terraform does not treat this as empty. It treats it as unresolved. That unresolved state travels forward. It affects every place this variable touches. Lack of a default is not neutral. It is intentional uncertainty. This block defines the shape of our expectation, but not the substance of the value. Terraform knows what this must look like. It does not know what it is. Until a value appears, this variable cannot anchor identity. Now contrast that with a default. A default is not a fallback. It is a declaration of intent. It tells Terraform, if no other truth appears, this is the truth I accept. That truth stabilizes the graph. This value exists immediately. No external input is required. Terraform can reason about identity without waiting. The graph becomes deterministic sooner. Variables often flow into resource arguments. When a default exists, that flow is stable. When it does not, identity is postponed. Defaults reduce ambiguity. They do not reduce flexibility. They reduce uncertainty. Terraform does not see this as a string. It sees a dependency. If the variable is known, the tag identity is known. If the variable is unknown, the resource identity is partially shadowed. Defaults also affect drift detection. Terraform remembers what it last applied, but the default adds something more. It creates an intrinsic baseline. Without a default, Terraform loses that baseline. Change can still be detected, but intention becomes harder to reason about. Memory exists, meaning weakens. Defaults are not harmless. A poorly chosen default can silently propagate everywhere. The risk is not explosion. The risk is quiet consistency. Terraform will obey exactly what you declared. Nothing more, nothing less. Variable defaults are identity anchors. They collapse uncertainty early. They stabilize dependency reasoning. They turn optional input into declared intent.